Okay, so took forever, but it finally downloaded. So obviously, I mean, I'm assuming you know how to retrieve your files, so I won't go into the specifics. But at this point, what we're ready to do is pretty much bring in um, the the file into Camtasia, which is what I use to edit. So let me get out of here real quick and basically pretend like I'm starting from scratch. Ignore all the crypto stuff, but at the same time, don't. It's the future. So anyway, you go to Camtasia, and obviously at this point you'll have access to it. So I'll be sure to get that to you. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna open. So I'm actually really glad this popped up. So when I said earlier I'm going to have templates ready for you, basically I'm going to start with this. So you'll see something similar to this as you go. If you're really watching this video, I would say by the second or third time, this will already be established because I'll have to walk you through getting this set up. But basically, you just go to your template and let's just move Steam out of the way because not today, Satan. All right, so if everything came through as it's supposed to, this is basically the um, episode that I edited last, which was the semifinals. So let me just play real quick, make sure it's the one.
Heater on the line a little bit, but I think it is more of a self assurance type thing.
Okay, it totally is, which is great. So at some point you're gonna get so good at this you're gonna recognize everything from the get go. So this is the intro. Um,
Crap on the stream. We just got to do this, right?
and as you can see, it slowly builds up, and this is just one clip. So I'm gonna keep that. Actually, what I'm gonna do is take away the Nats semifinal. So I'm gonna delete this. This is the last episode. Oh, you're not gonna let me delete? It's like that, huh? Well, too damn bad. Okay, well, in the Apple version, I could delete at will, so no biggie. Basically, I just want to delete everything that is not the intro, not the swoosh, and not the concluding music. So if I scroll all the way to the very end here, and I'm using this to zoom in, I don't know if you hear those beeps, but that's Discord, and I made a big mistake. So this is where I'm pretty much giving my final thoughts, right? As you'll see here.
Thank you from me for you guys taking this
Blah blah blah. So don't need that. This is also a continuation
installment series
of my final thoughts. Don't need that. This is what I'm looking for. This is the infamous swoosh noise. I'm going to make this into a separate clip. That way, when you go to your template, you'll have the opening, the closing, a beep, a sensor noise, and the swoosh noise. So for now, just to keep this simple, I'm going to take this and I'm going to basically bring it down to another level so I can import the actual meat and potatoes of the episode, which is going to be the actual audio that we recorded last night. So I'm going to get rid of everything but, like I said, the swoosh noise, which is right there, the closing song, which is right there, and then everything else can just get the heck out of here. So goodbye. All right, so let's see if it's going to let me delete this now. There we go. So this is the swoosh noise. So don't worry about that so much because that won't be there. I just basically had to take your episode, isolate the swoosh noise, and create that one tiny little clip. So again, if you're watching this in the future, just kind of disregard that point. But all right, so at this point, pretty much ready to bring in the intro. So I'm going to go to my media center, make sure this is visible. Go to Add, Import Media, and then I'm going to find what I just downloaded, which is audio only. And this will be the last night's episode. So I'm going to drag it over here. It's really important when you do timestamps to make sure that it is at the 0 mark, because if you say you notice a bad word at the 20-second mark, you want to make sure that it's legitimate at the 20-second mark. I know that's common sense, but you never know. So basically, I'm just going to play this, make sure that the audio went through.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I mean, just hotel level Wi-Fi, and I paid for the premium, but it's obviously garbage.
Okay, so unfortunately, Justin didn't edit anything, so I gotta do some digging and find out where the episode truly begins. I know it was close to like the 30-minute mark, so I'm just gonna do some hunting here.
Oh, God help us.
So I wanted to
Wait.
just
I'm going to try to do it to the Dodgeball podcast this time.
I'm actually almost spot on. All right, so pretty much,
added Sean's point about being efficient on offense.
I'm gonna leave this where it's at now, so I can keep this clip relatively short. But pretty much, you at this point should know how to open up a template and get it set up and primed for the new episode. So to recap, pretty much delete the previous episode, save the closing song, save the swoosh noise, and save the intro because the audio levels for those are perfect. You don't want to mess with those too much. So let me go ahead and leave it at that and save at this point.